Ah, such a peaceful summer. There's no men here to do something with me. Even though this is the year of minor likers, surely nothing will go wrong. Hold on, who the fuck? Oh! This motherfucker's a pedo! You're talking to me, get the motherfucker out of here!
Ты, сука, Ника. Ты скорость, Ника. Человек действительно думает, что может получить маленькую задницу на христианском сервере. Каким тупым ты должно быть, Ника?
Guys, it's very true. A minor liker got me. Oh no. No! At this point, we should just have a month for all minors who have been caught by these people. Actually, no, I just think of a better one. So, fuck that shit. You're a month, you're sex offender. Let's get it. Alright. There are some things I have to say before I continue. Number one, I'm a Christian, so yeah, and this took place in a Christian server. So yeah, just rock with that, I guess. Number two, I will call this person just man or minor liker or his actual username, but I'll probably not be using his username that often until like towards the end of the video. Number three, I am not gay, because this man did not get the memo that I ain't gay. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Number four, I had about 8 or 7 people trolling this man, and if you think I'm lying, right here, buckaroo. And number 5, this man is extremely, how would I put this in the nicest way? No cells in the head. So, yeah. And I think that's about it, and since you guys know what are the warnings this will have, but I'll just say it just in case. The picture / evidence, basically, that I'll be showing you guys and we'll be talking about will be a bit exuāl. That means S word. Yeah, this word SEXUAL. What? I just can't and we'll have themes that are dark, and this should be shown to older audience. You have been advised. And one more thing, I do not fucking encourage this shit. The pictures may look like I'm either having a fun time about it or like, you know, I'm not encouraging it at all. And just like how I'm not encouraging you guys to send him hate, even though what this man's actions really, you know, they're just like, their actions are worthy enough to get hate all across the world, but do not. And back to the encouragement shit. Who the fuck is playing Coco and about the encouraging stuff, I do not support it at all. Which I also know that it's a extreme matter, and I am still taking this seriously. Now I'll start the whole entire story of what happened. Alright guys, so we'll start with part 1. My encounter with Killa. Yay! Thursday, 8th of August, while I was watching this live, someone friend requested me from the Christian server. At the time, I didn't really think anything about it and just accepted it because why not? There was nothing that could possibly go wrong. Surely I wasn't gonna encounter a minor liker, right? Anyway, before I continue talking about this, I want to give you guys some context before continuing. The server wanted me to introduce myself, and I did, and I also included my age, which sped idea. Anyway, he asked if I really was 13, which was wrong. I accidentally put that, but I decided to play along with it. After I confirmed it, he said good. If that doesn't give you no minor liker vibes, then I don't fucking know what will give you.
I cannot even molest them.
He also asked if I was gay, and somehow me saying that I'm a male made him think that I am gay. But we'll see how he made that conclusion later in the video, probably in part 3. I started getting the memo that he's a minor liker and all, but maybe he isn't and just some weird kid. So I asked his age, and he said that he was 17. By the way, newsflash, he's actually 22. And he also said if I like people older, just want to comment on this. At this point, he's basically self-reporting himself. I'm sorry, you can't tell me shit that he ain't. I went to see his roles to make sure if he was actually the real deal here, not just some, you know. And when I did, it did not add up at all. He's gay, but yet he's also a female. Yeah, it's a minor liker. So I confront him about it, and he pulled the emotional blackmail or guilt
and you need to kill
crap, and said that he'll unalive himself. Sorry, my voice a little. And I knew that he wouldn't. And then he said that he wants something to pleasure himself before he dies. And he deleted it right when he sent it. But thankfully, I was able to take a screenshot of it before it was deleted. But I didn't notice that when I did screenshot it. But it's alright. He tried to gaslight me, saying that he was also 14, which was BS since the photos I sent you guys, it clearly says he was 17. And he also says that he likes my voice. Now, let me remind you guys, why does he know my voice? No, I did not, you know. He looked at my bio and realized I had my YouTube channel on it. So if only he didn't went through my YouTube channel, he would not say that. Anyways, he tries to also play it off, saying how he was joking. And I would like to say, who the fuck would say this shit to a minor as a joke? And you could clearly see that he's trying to not get caught here, as he says that he's Japanese and the legal age in Japan is 13, which isn't. It's actually 18 for males and 16 for females, and whoever is under the age of 20 must get parental consent to even get married in the first place. So whatever he's doing, it ain't working. By the way, I just looked that up. Don't say shit. The only way I could really believe him is as if he sends me a picture of himself and it actually does look like he's a minor. So I asked if he could show me a picture of him to see if he was a minor, of course. But he refused to. And he pulls out the "can't minors joke anymore?" Fucker, what minor in their right mind would just pretend that they're a minor liker and start texting other minors? That don't make sense, but hey, I guess it makes sense for him for some fucking reason. He wants me to tell him to do something that only minors will do, which is stupid because anything that a minor does, an adult can also do it, if not better than a minor. And at this point, I was just done with the man. And I report him to the mod. He also said that how I'm funny and all that, which will not work on me. Anyway, he also says that he ain't American and he doesn't even speak English.
Why? You're an old woman?
No, you'll catch a case with me. So
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 13.
Me too.
I'm done. I'm out of here. Peace out. Peace. So you somehow know what I'm saying and how to type English as well, if that makes sense. Maybe he actually doesn't know, but at this point, I ain't believing a single word he's saying. We're just gonna say that everything he's saying right now is all BS. Yeah, let's get back at that. He says that it's midnight for him, which the time doesn't make sense as well, because that would mean that if it's midnight for him and at this time was also midnight for me, that would mean that Japan will be, you know, Japan would just hit morning. It would be at least like 6, maybe 7 o'clock, probably 5, if I would say. So I told him this, and then he suddenly says I'm on vacation. Bro, how special? He got banned from the Christian server, and he started going crazy at me, and that's about it. I told Kuishi_Komichi, if I said that correctly, which I'll call Noah from now on, about all of this, and he wanted to troll him. And the man did accept Noah's friend requests, and yeah, you know what happened from there. It's not really much of a surprise. Noah disguised himself as a 13-year-old boy, if I'm correct, and I don't remember what happened, and I do have some pictures of it. And since I don't want to talk here for a while now, we'll just work with the things I do remember and the pictures as well. And I also have more pictures of 3 of my friends, Evelyn, Summonnn, and Noah, of course, trolling Coolia. So, yeah. We'll talk about their encounters in the Minor Riker later in the video. We will start with Noah, so he'll talk about what happened.
Now, me and Den were in a call together when we were trolling him, and we had to make an excuse for him to even trust me, which was very easy considering he's not a very bright person. But he did ask a question which was about a 12-year-old furry, about this is his alt account, or we thought was his alt account, which I pray to the Lord the 12-year-old isn't exploited by this sinner which is filled with lust. Anyway, the minor liker also wanted some pictures of me. Now thankfully I didn't show any pictures of myself, of course. But he did kinda try to convince me to do it now and later, but I never did. Anyway, he then asked if I could do an RP with him, which we said yes, and he wanted it to be freaky.
She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. Your love, you treat me like
Now I don't have any pictures of this, but me and Den were in a call seeing this unfold from our very own eyes, so you'll have to take my word for it.
So not much really happened with Evelyn, but all she really did was to ask the minor liker if he wanted to RP, and the minor liker said yeah, and if I'm correct, I believe he wanted to do a student and teacher roleplay. Not much to say there since they never did it, but there are some bonus pictures, but if you want to see that, go check my Discord server, link in the description. Anyways, this part will have more context in part 3, but the man wanted to know what she looked like, and that was really it. She never sent him a picture of what she looked like. Now it's kind of the same thing with Summonnn. Nothing really happened with him, but he did got some information out of him. Not much really, since the minor liker was trolling him. I'll let Summonnn talk about this part.
Thanks, Dana. We didn't really talk that much, besides the fact that he lives somewhere in Western Europe, and that's really it. He trolled the rest of us, so there isn't much really say here, and I guess we should go to part 3.
So I thought it would be a good idea to refriend this minor liker, just to annoy the living shit out of him and bully him, of course. And I was there to call him as well. Don't say nothing. And I guess he looked through my mutual friends because he somehow realized that these people that he was talking to are indeed my friends. And he started interrogating me and the other people who were trolling him as well, and also wanted to see if I'm also blurred.
That shit is garbage, trash, blasphemous, not accepted, not tolerated, carcarious as hell, and overall ass.
Which I'm not. I'm from the USA, baby. Let's get. And then he gave me a list of people who are trolling him, and I kind of lied at this part, but didn't really do that. Anyway, he sent a meet pic to someone named Acoderis. My fault. It's Acoderis. Am I saying that correct? I don't know. But we'll talk about him later. Anyway, I asked why the fuck wants to see this man's meat. Nobody wants to see this man meat. I'm sure as hell no gay person wants to see this man's meat. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. And he thought I was, quote, exploiting myself. Fucker, I ain't fucking doing that shit. And he also thought that I was going to Diddy myself as well, which at this point I told myself, fuck this man, I want to block him, and I did. And I checked who is this Acoderis person, just to get some info out of him as well, and see how he met him and how things went with him and Kula. But Kula also said to me that I sound gay and that was the reason why he thought I was gay. Do I really sound gay? What happened to me sounding like a man that's in his 20s and smoking weed? Like, what happened to... Okay, before I continue, I'll call this minor liker his actual username, since why not at this point. So with Acoderis, if I'm correct, he was the first one to be messaged by Kula, if not the same time as me. So Acoderis said that Kula friend requests him saying that he didn't know, also saying that he didn't know what was going on at the time, which was the same thing for me, because this man was kind of acting a bit confusing for the first couple seconds. Anyway, Acoderis asked him what was his age and gender, which Kula responded that he was also, quote, 13 and a female, which is wrong, of course. Acoderis also told me that he was acting suspicious several times, and that he was trying to make Kula admit that he was indeed a minor liker. But like my encounter with him, he did everything in his power to make Acoderis believe that he wasn't. After all of that, he blocked him and closed the DM. But that wasn't the last of Killa, alright? Since he had a alt account named, I'm not pronouncing that shit. Killa wanted to know why he blocked him, and Acoderis told him that because he was a minor liker, and then sent him a picture of the last conversation with him, all pointing that he was a minor liker. All the times he was acting suspicious, all of that BS. And, this is where Acoderis' innocence was, how do I put this in the nicest way? Taken away. So Acoderis wanted to make a trade saying, quote, this is a quote from him, told him, another quote, if I show my face first, will you send yours? Which Killis did say yes. He didn't, and he showed him, my fault. That was a big mistake there, my fault. Shit, where was that? he showed him his face and his YouTube channel, and Acoderis' YouTube channel will be in the description, by the way. Which Acoderis stated, bad idea, really bad idea. Anyway, right there and then, Killa showed him his... It's me!
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
And that shit wasn't even big. So Acoderis blocked his alt account and told the staff members from the Christianity server about him. And Killa and his alt was banned from the server ever since. And now that's really it. So we'll continue on to part 5. Before we continue, this part in part 6 is the most disturbing part of the video. So if you guys don't want to see it, then it's best if you skip this part right now. You have been advised. So I also want to say that there's a lot that happens in this part and way too long to even make a video. So I'm just gonna talk about the stuff that is crazy to even begin with. So in the beginning, I was making this video, alright? Just finished like a quarter of it. And then someone friend requests me and my other friends, and it was Kula in his other account called Himla, if I'm correct. And by the way, blame him for making this video even longer. So yeah, the first craziest thing that happened was that he has CP. God, lock this man up, bro. You have what? Yep, you heard me correctly. He has CP. He also says that he has only 2 videos, which is probably a lie, and the others are what minors sent him. I'll let Acoderis, my fault, to talk about this, some of the stuff of. I'm sorry, that CP part really just fucked me up. Acoderis, just talk about it, please.
He starts to talk about the CP he has, which one of them is about a 10-year-old girl that lives in Florida, and he has 10 pics of her. He also doesn't care if he sends me his meat on a second account. He also sees if he can know where Dead and I live so he can beat our asses, which won't happen. And I would like to comment on this man's pride. He literally thinks that he's Trump, saying how he won't get arrested for this, and that this video will not get a single view. However, though, you are worse than others, because you sent something that'll be said in part 6. He also said that it's funny to make jokes, and shows minors, if you know what I mean. He also says that he won't have humor if he doesn't joke about this stuff, which I would like to add another comment. You don't need to make jokes to have humor. You just have to have jokes that are funny, and not straight up uncomfortable and disturbing. Again, with the gaslighting, he tries to say that it was all jokes, and that we were all sped, which he's just basically self-reporting himself, and he won't stop joking about it. Now, I'll give it back to Dan.
Thank you, Acoderis. I told him that you ain't funny and shows him this picture. Did I just say picture? Oh my. This picture, I'm sorry, y'all. Which he then says, beg for daddy. Fucker, you ain't funny. And he replies with saying that I'm probably a Jew, which, what's wrong with being a Jew? No, seriously, what's wrong with it? Because I ain't a Jew. Exactly, that insults Acoderis, saying, tell that fucker to add me back. Then I told him to stop this bullshit, and that you people are the reason why kids are being, you know, and he says lone alpha male behavior. Ooh, this man is so lucky that I don't know where he lives. Because if I knew, the cops would have been called on me and the cops would have gone to him. He talks about someone named Tom. I don't know who he is. And he also says that he knew Tom when he was actually doing something illegal. You are still doing something illegal. After that, he then says that he got... I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. From 3 different people that he be using all the time, and he also says that he sends his own, you know, to over 40 kids and leak the kids, you know, to over 20 people. Okay, I'm sorry if I made some of y'all offended. If I made some of you guys offended, I'm sorry. I'm just trying my best not to be disgusted here. He also says that he even got one of the girls' address, which he also replies back saying that if he wants to, he can fly over there all by himself if he wanted to. And he says this, which, to sum it all up, he doesn't really want to change the fact that he's a pedo. That's really it. Nothing to it. So me and my friends planned that today was the day that we planned to put Killa in a GC with us and bully the living shit out of him. Why? Cause, you know, for shits and giggles to see his life be jeopardized by us minors. And when we did, it really was a bloodbath. Oh shit. Well, in a S-word sense and dark sense. As we were bullying him, then put someone else in the GC, which was another victim of Kula. And I've talked to him, and he didn't want his username to be in it, so we'll call him Jane, and I'll get into him later in the video. Probably in like the last part. But if I remember correctly, he did say that during this, you know, Kula did text him or send him a pic of his beard. Oh my god!
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
After that, all hell broke loose. I'm sorry if I sometimes get a bit quiet or just hesitant to say something. That's because I'm honestly disgusted by this, and I would never thought I would even be saying this and this stuff be coming out of my mouth, you know. So I'll try my best to even finish this part of the video. First, he started sending my best friend Evelyn a picture of some man or kid wearing Underwear. If you know, you know. Alright. He then sends Acoderis a video of. Oh my god. I can already feel myself throwing out. A video of a child. How do I even put this? A child not dressed in the hallway, if I'm correct. And then he sends him again with a picture of his meat out. For the fucking love of God, like seriously, stop. And also a face, actually 2 faces. I'm not sure if that is his face, so don't take my word for it. But I did got 2 pictures of either his face or some kid's face, which is both the same 2 people but different times, I would say. But then again, based on how many children that are in his camera roll, I'm not sure it is him, so don't take my word for it again. And the last video he sent was in the GC, where it was a video of a dog licking forgive me if I'm being quiet. Why does he even fucking have it? I'm sorry. It's a dog licking a woman's part. Let's just say that.
Hell, you are going directly to the death of the fucking hell. Hey, yo, somebody wrap this shit up.
And after that bloodbath, me and my friends were devastated, if not traumatized after this. So we immediately kicked him out, and that was it. Yeah. We'll move on to the last part 7. So, see you guys there when I throw up and fucking cry because I saw that shit.
Man, what the fuck are you looking at? And why the fuck are you sad? Pinky, bitch, did she eat my perk again?
Keela friend requested Jane, and she accepted it, wanting to know who she is. Keela asked if she was really 13, and which was wrong, she's older. She wanted to know how old he is, you know? And he kept on dodging the question, trying to see how old Jane was. But Keela finally answered, saying, I don't know, just some random person. And then after that, he says, I want you to the minor, which, not surprise. He then says that he wants to pleasure himself while in a call with her, which at that point, we know what's happening next. Jane gets uncomfortable, he tells him to fuck off, and then blocks him. The end of story. Oh my fucking god, I feel like I'm gonna throw up again. Hold on guys, just go to the outro real quick.
I cannot fucking do this anymore. I am going insane. I hope you all fucking die. Give me my fucking moch back or I will piss on you aggressively. Have a horrible day, everybody.
Hey guys, this is being recorded in the next day. It's currently, I believe, 6 o'clock in the morning because I just couldn't finish the rest of it because I threw up so many times that it wasn't even funny. And that's really it. I'll put other people who trolled this minor liker in the description or just on the screen right now. And I'm not going to sit here and say it was very scary and uncomfortable because as you see here, I was having a fun time doing this until it got to part, what was it? 6. Yeah, until it went to part 6. Yeah, that's when you know that I was distraught and fuck it, even schizophrenic at that point, or just straight up PTSD from that ever since. It was probably the most eventful thing that has ever happened to me this summer vacation, honestly. And by the end, we have about over 200 pictures of this man being a pedo, and I'm being honest with you guys. Over 200 pictures of this man being pedo. Will I make something like this again? Probably. Who will I expose next video? Who knows? There's probably more to... And there is more to the story. My fault. I was about to say there's probably. But there is more to the story. And if anyone out there has talked to this man before, let me know. You can text me through my Discord server. And yeah, there's more, definitely more out of this. I'm gonna say again. And I'm gonna put the pictures of all the more stuff in the Discord. So if you want to see that out, go into the Discord server. And so stay around and find out if I'm gonna post another one of this. Probably not, since I'm distraught and all of that, you know. So officers, him! Yeah, this man right here. This motherfucker.